I can take you back to the little bit of history of the garment export industry. So in those times, the buyers used to not come to India, but to companies. So companies used to invite buyers, take them to their farmhouses or houses, and then send them back without introducing, or the buyer getting himself introduced to the industry. So what happened was a particular buyer got restricted to one or two companies and nothing more. That was the time when we as a company realized that we have to expose the buyers to the entire country. So if a gap comes to India, we need to expose that to the entire country. So we actually coined the word for ourselves as business magazine about 25, 30 years. So we started to expose buyers, we started to invite buyers, we started to introduce buyers. And in doing that process, we also launched our magazine where we talked about a lot of government policies, we talked about the international market destinations, we started talking about the products, what kind of a products, what kind of fabric sells. So this is the kind of thing that we did it for almost 20 years, kept on doing for 20 years. So in that time I was also involved with the AEPC, Apparel Export Promotion Council, and NIFT, National Institute of Fashion Technology. And then we thought that once we matured as a magazine, let's put together garment exporters and the buyers together on a single platform, which nobody is doing as yet except one of the nodal agencies, which is Apparel Export Promotion Council, but they also bring in few buyers from countries which are actually the Eastern European countries. But we put together the entire US, entire Europe as one market, and we brought them from all those places. So what you see here is companies representing right from every part of the Europe, as well as a lot of US companies will be here together. And in all, somewhere about 150 garment exporters are there, including few textile people. The companies who are here, the differences between us and maybe the other is that we have invited the international garment exporters to make India as the hub of sourcing, because we have Bangladesh, we have Sri Lanka, we have Australian manufacturing company, we have Indonesian manufacturing companies, we have Mauritius manufacturing companies, all come here and they are presenting their collections, which never happened in India and which nobody does. So we have somewhere about 60% of our exhibitors as from all these kind of manufacturing destinations. So that makes us a global hub. Now what it does for us is also two things. One, it also brings in more buyer, because when the buyer's needs are fulfilled at one place, why he needs to go to Bangladesh to the exhibitions, or why he needs to go to any other country for the exhibition? He knows that India is one station place for us to actually come and see all the garment exporters, meet all the garment exporters and see their collections and move. Yeah, he will not only restrict himself to international companies, he will also go to the local companies. So there will be more sourcing. The second thing that happens is the garment manufacturer who comes to India sees how big that market is. Indian market at today level is somewhere about $90 billion garment export market, domestic garment market, whereas the export is only $16 billion from here. Now that $80–90 billion of market appeals to every manufacturer. They might establish the factories here. We have two examples for that. One is the Epic Group, and then there is a Young Man. These are two companies. One is from Hong Kong and one is from the Korean company. Now they are all participating here and they are putting up factories in India. So once we bring all those companies together here, the manufacturer, we also try to discuss with them invest in India. So it gives us a forum, complete forum here, where not only we bring in more business for Indian companies, we also give more business to the international companies. We also make them come and establish, make in India a product, a factories, which gives them more employment. So entire issue, what we do as a magazine and as a Garment Export Fair, Apparel Sourcing Week, is to bring together all the members of the supply chain, textile supply chain, at one place.